we're all waiting to see here in America what George Floyd's death and obviously the aftermath is going to mean, certainly in the long term. Put it this way, George Floyd, as you say, is currently en route to his final resting place next to his mum, who that man loved intensely, so much so that he had her name tattooed on his stomach. Now, his funeral service, it was the last in a number of services. We had a memorial in Minneapolis, we had a memorial in North Carolina, there was a viewing of his body yesterday, but today, this stuff that you're seeing right now, that's his body going home to lay next to his mum. Look, this has been an occasion, I think, for a lot of the country, but certainly for me, to come to know George Floyd, to come to know Big George. That's what he was known as. Now, it'd be so convenient if he'd just been some criminal deadbeat for whom there was no hope, but it turns out that's not who he was. It sounds like he'd be a great bloke to sit down with. Now, he escaped the ghetto. They called him a ghetto angel. He escaped the ghetto in Houston with athletic scholarships to colleges. It was only after that he sort of moved around colleges, fell out with things, got into drugs, got in trouble with the cops. But from then on, his life has been a story of reconciliation. And he went within a whisker of a successful life. And I've got to tell you, that really touches me today somehow. Something else that touches me. When you watch that video, the 8 minutes and 46 seconds with a cop with his knee on his neck, as you watch George die, okay, 16 times he utters a version of "I can't breathe." But I distinctly remember for watching it, he screams for his mama. And it turns out his mama died 2 years and 1 week ago. It's almost as if he knew he was coming. So what does this funeral mean for America? We're going to see. Democrat Congressman Al Green called for a new Office of Reconciliation across the country. Another mourner noted that one thing different about these protests from the 60s is that it's full of whites and blacks. And one other thing is the kind of changes that you see announced at George's funeral. The mayor of his hometown, the mayor of Houston, declared that while he was speaking at George's funeral, the city attorney was drawing up a new executive order for the police. And this is what it was about.
And what that order will say is that in this city, we will ban chokeholds and strangleholds. In this city, we will require de-escalation. In this city, you have to give a warning before you shoot. In this city, you have a duty to intervene. In this city, we will require comprehensive reporting. In this city, you must exhaust all alternatives before shooting.
The question is, does this movement carry on from this funeral moment? That's a great question. You know, as I saw a 55-year-old black man say this week, you know, a black man dies at the hands of the police, wait 6 weeks, 8 weeks, repeat, recycle. Will this be the one that creates the change? We're about to find that out.